Thailand is set to boost its trade relations with South Africa with the opening of the Thailand Trade Show in Cape Town today. The trade show marks a milestone of 20 years of established trade relations between the two countries. Last year, bilateral trade grew to nearly $5.3 billion, representing the highest levels of trade between the two countries in 20 years. Joining us to talk South Africa-Thai relations is Nuntawan Sanganuthangnaka, the Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Commerce of Thailand. Nuntawan, good evening and thank you for joining us.
Good evening, Nosipo.
Nuntawan, firstly...
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly, thank you. Firstly, let's go to the trade exhibition that you're putting up from today. What is the purpose of this exhibition? What are you hoping to achieve?
Well, it's an exhibition that we've been organizing for the past 15 years. This is the 15th exhibition already. So we wanted to have an exhibition that is yearly, that the trade people here could expect to see us every year. And we wanted the Thai exhibitors, the Thai exporters to be more conscious of the African market and to come and have a look for themselves as to the opportunities that exist here.
What are the main trade sectors that the Thai business delegation in Cape Town is looking to target?
Well, most of our export sector is focusing on food items, food and drinks, and there are spa items, there are housewares. Actually, the Thai export sector is consisting of automobiles, auto parts, and computer parts as a major items, but those are not in the exhibition.
So, Nuntawan, understanding that those are not in the exhibition, let me ask of your broader strategy for Africa. Outside of South Africa, what is Thailand's, who is in Thailand's radar in terms of other African countries?
Well, Nigeria, Kenya, and Ghana are also our major trading partners, as well as Egypt. And we have trade offices in those countries as well. It's easier for us to organize exhibitions and trade missions to countries that we have representatives there.
And what is the strategy, Nuntawan, for emerging markets in general?
Well, we feel that it's important for Thai businesses to diversify in order to reduce their risk when, for example, the US or the EU's economy is faltering a little bit. Then we try to promote them to go to other markets. But this is a long-term strategy. We have been encouraging our exporters to go to new markets for the past 15 years. So you can see that for the moment, Thailand exports to more than 200 countries worldwide. And we're not only diversified market-wise, also product-wise.
If we look at the fact that we're looking at a 20-year relationship, both diplomatically and in terms of trade relations, that has been seeing the volume of trade between Thailand and South Africa increasing year on year, what is driving the growth in trade between these two countries?
Well, I think for Thailand, we have been trying to promote trade with all new countries, new and emerging countries. But for Africa, since we've opened an office here for quite a long time, we've tried to make people of both countries know each other more. And I think there are more opportunities here since South Africa is sort of a center, and we consider South Africa also as a distribution center into other parts of the continent.
Zooming in on your point of South Africa being positioned as a distribution center, of course, both South Africa and Thailand are strategically located within their respective regions. What does Thailand have in place to enable South African and indeed African business to launch into the broader ASEAN region?
Well, at the moment, Thailand is in the middle of the Southeast Asian Association or ASEAN. We are becoming the AEC or ASEAN Economic Community of 10 countries. There will be 600 million population. So it's quite a large market. And Thailand is, as a location-wise, we're right in the middle. And we have one of the best infrastructure in terms of roads and rails and connectivity within the region. So once you're based or invest in Thailand, you can reach 600 consumers tax-free. Moreover, we are planning fast rail, and all the roads are already connected, but railway connection is in progress. And we will be reaching the south of China also, not only within ASEAN. So that's another 300 million. This is only the southern part of China. So that's nearly 1 billion people you can reach from Thailand.
Absolutely. It sounds like accessibility to a broader region on the back of very strong infrastructure is definitely on the cards. But let me turn the conversation into one to some of the challenges that Thailand has experienced in the past. I mean, we had some degree of political instability. We had the tsunami in 2004. Yes. We had those horrendous floods happening in 2011. How have these events impacted on doing business in Thailand?
Well, we have to admit that we have had one crisis after another in the past few years. But I think we had a really big crisis in Asia. That's the 1997 financial crisis that started mainly in Thailand. And we learned from that, we grew from that. A lot of our SMEs and a lot of the non-competitive companies went out of business then. So our private sector grew stronger. The financial sector is also grew stronger and more cautious. So we are not really impacted by the global crisis a few years ago. What's happening in Thailand, we are only hurt by the floods and by some political turmoil within the country. But I think the Thai people and the Thai businesses is very resilient.
Nuntawan, finally, just to go back to the ease of doing business in Thailand, to what extent would you say that there is government support for investors interested in investing in Thailand?
Well, one thing I can say is that even though the government changes quite often in Thailand, there is one continuity. That is a pro-business policy of every single government. So we are pro-free and fair trade, and we are always promoting foreign direct investment. So this kind of policy has been continuous for decades.